What? Hmm? Oh.
The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth as always by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway.
This motherfucker lying.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's going to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
These teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the Irish.
And I like that you mentioned late in the year because that also means there's so much on the line. Like a lot of times, playoff implications, not just bragging rights for the Jewel Shillelagh. This is also a game that means a lot for the college football playoffs.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll let one go down.
Give me that.
Right side. And that pass is intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the push, and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
On third down, going up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football,
Come on, buddy.
He can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense drags him down. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much
Appreciate it,
more
Ike.
important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Lowers those pads. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive. Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame.
He's got it all right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, he is.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker.
Come on,
And the
man.
coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Oh, no fucking way.
A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give.
Oh, I fucking left that open.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he breaks into the open. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They are up by 7 over Utah State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Ryder, you all right?
Wanted to attempt a return,
Don't do that.
decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Buys a little extra time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll throw it on 1st down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dances away to buy time. He fires it out to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The inside handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
They stopped running.
About to kick it off after punching
Why'd they
it in
stop
for the
looking in the
touchdown.
ocean? No.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Cool.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move on. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd down play from the gun. Got the quick pass. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is,
Get the fuck.
did the officials
When the hell did they start calling that?
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Bulldozes him. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide out in motion. The jet sweep pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal! Ready to try the point after. Smashes it from the 18. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
What? What's the
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been
Really?
a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to
take a shot. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game.
Relax,
They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the...
How about this? A fake. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And he makes the tackle.
You only get one, UT.
The first down is picked up, and the gamble pays off. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just sort of a relentless run.
Buddy, can you stop and leave that stuff alone, please? Open it back up.
Down at the 40.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to.
That's why I don't know why you're messing with that stuff, like at all. Just leave it alone, please.
Turning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver shows motion. He leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, and all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Running back searching for a hole.
Stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been
Lily,
on the money, he's been
relax.
on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Gets it out fast. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. An adage as old as time, play action works when you're running the ball well.
Yeah, and sometimes, Reese, when you get down, though, you get a little panicky, you want to throw the football over the yard. I like the patience of this offense. Still show that you might run the football, pull it out. Nice strike on play action.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And no problem on that extra point.
UT, I know you were nervous about that one.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Late in the game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up? Just a few seconds ago, it was the offense coming up with a big play offensively, but how about the defense answering with a sack of their own?
Looking to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try the run. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting
better luck next
down.
year, you fuck.
Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.